Hey guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Blair. Welcome to my beauty space. So today I want to do a full face get ready with me, testing out all the new products I got recently. So recently I ordered something online from KKW Beauty. I also ordered something from Ulta. So I just want to test it out together here for you guys so that you can see what they look like, how do they perform, what's my opinion about them. So yeah, if you want to know what I got and how do I achieve this look right here, just please keep watching. Alright, so for today, we're going to use a spray for our priming, and I am going to use the new Pacifica Coconut Essence Hydro Mist. So this is what it looks like. I also have another mist from Pacifica, which is in the pink bottle. I don't remember the name specifically, but I really love it. So when I saw this one, I'm like, I just want to try it because I really love coconut. And also this one has caffeine as well, which will really help like re-energizing your skin. And on top of that, this product is 100% vegan and cruelty free, so it's very ethical. I just really love supporting companies like that, so I picked it up during the Ulta sale, and I'm going to just spray it all over my face. Oh my gosh, I really love it. First of all, the nozzle is really nice. It doesn't really give you like huge chunks of water. I still think the Morphe nozzle is the best, but I really like this one as well. And also this smells like coconut. It has like almost like a coconut candy scent. I really love it, but it's definitely not overwhelming. You can just smell like a hint of it. So I think it will be really great if you don't mind, and also it's not too much. So yeah, I really love it. Like first impression wise, I'm so happy that I picked it up because I think I love this one better than the pink one, because I think the pink one is a rose one. Nothing wrong with rose, but I personally just love coconut a little bit better. So yeah, we're priming our face using this mist. And then moving on, I got a new serum during the 21 Days of Beauty. So it is the Peter Thomas Ross Water Drenched Hyaluronic Cloud Serum. This is what it looks like. Literally got the last one from my local Ulta. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to use it. So yeah, we're just gonna pump on the back. This one is super runny, so it's almost like water. I'm just gonna use my finger to blend it out. It's very easily absorbed into the skin, so I really love that. Let's do a little bit more. And yeah, we're going to do a little bit on the neck as well, just to get a hydrated neck. I feel really good. This one is a very light texture. I really love this serum because it's literally water-like and very lightweight, so you don't have to worry too much about like the thickness or the stickiness, because none of that exists in this product. So yeah, I highly recommend you pick it up. I know that the sales is over, but if you have a 20% off coupon, I still think it is worth it. Okay, so for the moisturizer, I want to match the serum. So I have the Peter Thomas Ross Water Drenched Cloud Moisturizer, which is this. Looks. Alright, moving on for the moisturizer, I want to match the serum I'm using today. So I also have the Peter Thomas Roth Water Drenched Hyaluronic Cloud Cream, and this is the moisturizer. And I got this along with the Water Drenched Cleanser. So I have never actually tried it. As you can see, I don't even lift it up. So this is what it looks like. It just feels really good when I try out the tester in the store. I don't remember if I got it from Ulta or Sephora, but one of my favorite YouTubers, her name is Rainy. She's a Chinese YouTuber though, so if you want to learn Chinese or if you understand Chinese, I highly recommend her. She was talking about this one. That's why I want to try it, because A, I love Peter Thomas Ross product, and B, she usually recommends pretty good stuff. So I'm like, okay, let me give it a try. So I got the sample size, which I'm actually really happy about. Especially now, like I use it on my face, it just feels exactly how I expected when I like put it on my hand. Just very like water-like. This moisturizer actually gives me the vibe of the Urban Decay Makeup Rehab Prep, and I have it right here. So this is what it looks like. I got this one from Sephora, and this one is also a very like watery, kind of like a water-based moisturizer. It is a hot spring hydrating gel encapsulated water. So yeah, it just literally feels like water. As you can see from here, it literally looks like, I don't know, like the ice was like melting or something like that. So I really love it. Alright, moving on for the eyes. Today I'm going to try a new eye cream from Armor Pacifica, and it is called the Time Response Eye Reserve Cream. So this is what it looks like. I got this one from my Nordstrom anniversary sale sample. So I love Armor Pacifica. That's why I'm like intrigued by this one. But I have a feeling that this one is definitely more on like the moisturizing or like the nutriting side, because it's kind of like a thicker cream. But yeah, it's not that sticky, so it's not like that hard to blend it out. I mean, it's definitely more like rich in texture compared with my usual like Pixi Beauty 24K eye elixir. But I still think this is a great eye cream. Like I just feel like this is really good. So let's put a little bit more right here. I love it. I feel like this one will be really good for the colder month, because you know when the weather turns cold, it can be really harsh on your skin. So I feel like this can be a great like moisturizer to really give like a boost for your eye area, to prevent them from creasing or like aging or wrinkly. So yeah, I really love it. And also these have a really good scent. Like you can just smell like it's like a higher end product scent, if that makes sense. I wish you guys can smell it from the screen, but definitely if you're interested, ask for a sample. I think they're carried in Sephora and Nordstrom, so definitely ask for a sample and test it out yourself. But I really love it. Alright, so moving on, let's do the lip prep. So for today, I'm going to use the Hourglass lip oil. So this is what it looks like. I got it this April during the Sephora YB sale, and I love it, especially with this kind of like applicator. I stopped using it in like the hotter months, like the summer, because I feel like it's a little thicker. But it is really moisturizing. Alright, that's all my skincare steps, and moving on, I'm going to prime my skin. So for today, I'm going to try the CoverGirl True Blend Face Primer, and this is for oily skin. I bought this one from Walmart because I just always want to try CoverGirl, and sometimes I'm not just really like attracted to like their eyeshadows or like their foundations, but I just somehow want to try this primer. So this one, it just says that this is designed for your unique skin type. True Blend Primer for oily skin, minimize shine, breakout, and creates a smooth canvas for perfect foundation application. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So I'm going to just squeeze it out on my hand, and this is actually a white color instead of like a clear color. So this one kind of reminds me of the NARS Pore Control Primer. Even the texture is kind of the same, even though this one does have a scent, and I'm not really liking the scent, but we just see. Let's see how it works. That's more important in my opinion, because it's not like that big of a deal. It's not like a scent that just makes me want to like throw up or whatever. So we can deal with that. So for this primer, I'm going to just using my fingers to blend it out to my whole face, but I am going to focus mainly on my T-zone area as well as my chin area, because that's my most oily part. So yeah, this is a primer looks like. Kind of have a little bit of a tackiness to it, which is a good thing because I want my foundation to like stick to my face. I love the fact that it has a little bit of a tackiness to it. Not too much though. I cannot stand like too much. That's also the reason why I stopped using the Smashbox clear primer, because of the silicone. I just feel like it's too silicone-y to the point that I feel like my pores are being clogged. So I really love this texture. I feel like this is a better version of the oil control primer. Alright, so moving on, I actually want to use a second primer because I kind of want to do a little bit of color correcting. So today I'm going to use the new Kick-Ass Just Bright Tired Skin Concealer. I know this is called a concealer, but it's more like a color corrector for dullness because it's a lavender shade. So I personally like to use it before my foundation so that, you know, the foundation can cover all the color corrector. Otherwise, it's just, I don't know, it's harder to cover. So I'm going to just apply it mainly on my cheeks because I feel like that's where most of the dullness comes from. But I'm also going to apply some on my forehead, in between my brows, I just feel like those are the major areas, you know, you might like seem like tired or dull. So I'm going to just apply it like this. This is very easy to use because it's like a crayon, so it's just very precise. You just, you know, apply it on your face and then you can just blend it out. Alright, to blend out this color corrector, I am going to use this beauty sponge from the cosmetic blender. I don't remember where I got it. I don't know, maybe I got it from the Hush app. I'm not sure, but it looks really like similar to a beauty blender. That's why I'm like, okay, let me try it. But let me tell you, this one is stiff, so you definitely need to wet it. So to wet this, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Gel Mist. So this is what it looks like. It just looks like a really nice gel mist. So I'm going to just spray all over the blender and then just let it dry for a little bit so that it's not like too like watery. So then I'm going to just tap it in. Wow, it actually really blended in my skin and I can see like the brightness already. It's really nice. And definitely color correct your undertone. So if you feel like you're extra dull or whatever, I feel like color correcting is always very effective. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh my gosh, look at this. I think it blends out really well. It is very lightweight, so it's very easy to blend it out. And also, it's still very natural. It's not like a crazy color. So this, I feel like you can easily cover it up using foundation. Whether it's light coverage or medium to full, I feel like you can cover it up, no problem. You probably can cover this color up using a tinted moisturizer because it's really not like a crazy lavender shade. So I really, really love this product. Alright, so we're done with the primer. Now moving on to the foundation. So for the foundation today, I want to use the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. So this is what it looks like. I am in the shade number 7, Natural, and I have swatched it in the store. I really love how this foundation swatched on my hand, so that's why I decided to give it a try. I also got the matching like blender from NYX. So this is called the blending sponge. And then you also have 2 sides, so it's really easy for you to get into the corner of your face or to use it to contour extra. So I'm really excited to try this one. So let's get into it. And first, I'm going to just pump it on the back of my hand. Okay, did you see the color? I think that's like a good color. So I'm going to just pick up this much product. Then here is the blender look like inside. So as you can see on this side, it has like 2 sides right here, and then on this side you also have like 1 side. So you can also use this side to like baking or like just contour like this. I just think it's very universal. It does feel a little bit stiff. I personally prefer the softness of the beauty blender or like the Real Technique sponge, but we shall see how it performs when we wet it. So to wet it, I'm still using the e.l.f. mist. I'm going to wet both sides because I think I'm going to use both sides. Also for the contour, I'm probably going to use this sponge as well because today I'm going to use the KKW cream contour. Alright, so let's pick up the foundation and just apply it like this. Whoa, this is full coverage. Look at that. And I think this is a good shade. I might be able to go 1 shade darker. Oh my gosh, I love it. It looks really good. I just need some minor blending around like my T-zone. To be honest, this blender is not too bad, but I still prefer the beauty blender. I just feel like it's softer. So we're gonna switch to that. Alright, so here is the beauty blender. Don't mind it, it's a little bit dirty, but I have washed it. Sometimes some stains just very hard to get rid of. But I'm going to just keep blending. Alright, so this is what it looks like after blending it out. I still feel like there's some spot left here. I'd say upon first impression, I definitely love this foundation. I think it is a really beautiful foundation and it is full coverage, which is really nice. However, when I look closer in the mirror, I do see some spots that are not like blending effortlessly. There's some spots that are a little bit like dry already. So it definitely requires some work to just have like a flawless canvas. But if you see someone from afar, I definitely think that'll be no problem. So maybe it's just me because I'm just being critical because this is part of my job. But I think it's a good foundation, especially for the price point. So I don't want to be too harsh on it. But yeah, there are some spots that I find a little bit difficult to blend, and I don't have dry skin, so I don't know how dry skin will feel like. If you have dry skin, definitely check out other fellow YouTubers who have dry skin as well, so see how they think about it. But for me, I think it's really good considering the price point. I don't want to be so critical. I think it's really good. And also, we can always fix it using a little bit concealer, right? But yeah, that's the foundation. I actually really love it. I love how it makes me look on camera. And I love it when I even look closer, even though there are some spots like I wish it could improve upon, but still, I love it. Alright, so that's the foundation, and now moving on to the concealer. So for today, I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. So this is what it looks like. I really love this packaging. It gives me like a Tarte vibe, but I think this one is bigger than Tarte, so it's really great. I have already tested out this concealer, so it is not like new to me, but I still want to use it today because I'm testing out a new foundation, so I want to control the wearables. So I don't want to use like a new foundation and a new concealer, and if they're not working well together, who knows which one is the one that's causing the problem, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I want to use like a good concealer. So at least if I know something's wrong, probably is the foundation. But you never know though, because it's just all about the chemical reactions, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to use this concealer today. And also look at the doe if you haven't seen this before. And I'm pretty sure I did like a video, I will link it down below so you can check that one out when I test out this. But yeah, I love the giant doe. And I love that it's a full coverage concealer. So that's also the thing. When I use like a full coverage foundation, I want to match it with like a full coverage concealer so it is consistent, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this one is really good. It is a pretty full coverage, but on the other hand, it's not like super thick. So I really think it's like a perfect balance. So we're going to just blend it out using a beauty blender. Beauty blender is just really soft. That's why I really love it. And if you want to save money, Real Technique sponge, really good, the orange one, or the L'Oreal sponge, the fuchsia pink one. They're all pretty good and they're drugstore items. So let's just blend it out. Oh my gosh, this is looking very beautiful and I am loving it. Alright, moving on to the face powder. So for today, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Baking Powder. And this is in the shade Pound Cake. And I love this powder. So I have tested it out already. I'll link that video down below as well so you can check it out. But this powder is really nice. And when you open it up, they also have like an extra lid. So that here you see there's a net. So it's not like powders everywhere, which is really nice. And this powder smells pretty nice too, but if you're allergic to a scent, I advise you to test it out yourself before you purchase it. So we're going to just use the same beauty blender, just place the powder underneath my eyes. And also down in my chin. And also along my jawline so that I can carve like the lower baking powder. Ready for me to do contour. And then in between my brows. And also around my nose, because that's where eye crease the most because of the oil. So I always make sure that I set that area. So yeah, I'm gonna just place it out there so that it can bake for a little bit, and then later on we're gonna come back and then dust it off. Alright, moving on to the eyes. Today I'm going to use the new KKW Beauty Peach Nude Eyeshadow Palette. So here's the inside looks like. It's like the KKW Beauty like nude packaging. I love it. I think it's very simplistic. However, I wish like the logo can be a different color so it's like more like obvious, but that's just me. I still get it, like that's her vibe, so it's fine. And inside here are the shades. Oh my gosh, I love this palette so much. This is probably my favorite palette from her. Even though she's gonna drop her new cherry palette, I still feel like this one is the best because of all the wearable mattes. I feel like the other one was more on the shimmer side and the color scheme is very similar to this one. So I just don't think I'm gonna buy another one which is almost the same color scheme and have more shimmers. I'd rather have more mattes, so I really love this one. Yeah, before we dig into it, I'm going to prime my eyes. So for today, I'm going to use the Urban Decay eyeshadow prime portion in the color Fix. So I believe this is like the limited edition and I think it's already like out because I think this one is like a charity item. So you donate money when you buy this one. But I really love this color though. Look at the color. It's literally like the Pinterly Pimple Laying Low, which is like my shade. So it really gives you like a nice nudie like eye base. I like that. I think I like this color better than like the white color just because sometimes I feel like white can be a little bit too harsh on my skin tone. So I'd rather use one that's like kind of closer to my skin tone. So I kind of wish they can bring this one back because this is like my fave out of all their primer portion. So yeah, we shall see if they're gonna bring it back. But I'm gonna enjoy it while I still have it. So look how easy to apply. Literally you just apply it and then it's non-sticky and it's very pigmented. It's just like a very good product. So definitely check their primer portion out. Even though they don't have this one anymore, you can still get other one. Like I think the original one, the purple tube one, is really good. So yeah, I love it. So now we have finished with the shadow primer. Now I want to dig into the palette. So the first shade I'm gonna use is this shade right here, and it is called Florence. So I'm going to use the Milani blending brush just to pick it up. Look at the color, it's pretty pigmented. And then I'm going to apply it all over my eyelid. I love this color as like a nice base color because it's not too nude, it's not too brown, but it's not too white either. So it's just nice. Okay, so here is the base looks like. I really love this color. I think it is so pretty. If Kim ever want to release like single eyeshadows like Kylie did, she should totally release this color for sure. I totally would buy it. Alright, moving on. Next, I'm going to use this kind of a peachy shade right here. I'm still going to use the same blending brush and I just want to like generally swipe across my eyelid, and this shade is called Selfish. I just love this shade. I feel like this shade is the color that got me want this palette. So we're going to just swipe over our base shade. Look at the color. Isn't that so gorgeous? So let's do this side. I love it. I feel like my eyes are coming to life right now because of this shade. So it is really nice. I absolutely enjoy it. Let's do the other side again. Yes, this is pretty. I really love it. Alright, moving on. The last shade we're gonna use today is the shimmer shade right here, and this is called Chicago. So I'm going to just use my finger because I just love apply shimmer shade. Use my finger. So I'm just gonna apply right in the center. Whoa, that was pretty. Look at that. So pretty. This is such like a good palette for like every day. usage because it's just very like wearable shade, especially if you have like a warm undertone like me. I have yellow undertone. These are the shade. I feel like if you have like a cool undertone, maybe this, I don't know, probably will look good as well, because I feel like nude brown goes well with everybody. But for like cool tone shades like gray or blue or metallic blue, I feel like it looks really good on like cool tone people. Because for me, I just have to be really careful. So that's why I usually stick with like warm shades, nude. That's why my makeup look are all looking pretty similar. Hope you guys are not tired of me, but I'm definitely going to venture out. For example, I have this Sephora collection palette that I really want to do a tutorial on. Look at the colors. You're definitely doing more creative looks. I'm definitely gonna use this fuchsia color and also this lavender shade. Let me just swatch it. Look at the pigmentation. Yes, look at this shade. I'm definitely gonna use it. So definitely stay tuned. I'm going to use this palette. Alright, so back to our eyes. I think I'm done with the eyeshadows because I don't want to do a too complicated look. And I just want to use the shade that I love the most. So I think it's really, really good. So yeah, I love this eye look and I really love this eyeshadow palette. I just really love all the colors. I am probably going to do another tutorial using this eyeshadow palette because I just want to test out all the shades. But for today, we're gonna stop here because I just think it's perfect already. Alright, moving on for the eyeliner today, I'm going to use the Tom Ford eyeliner. This is also not a new item, but I really love it, so I want to like show you guys. And this is also dual-ended. On one side, you have like a smaller liner, and then on the other side, you have a more dramatic liner. So I feel like it's great for applying your inner and outer lash line. So for the inner lash line, I'm going to use this smaller tip side. In fact, today I'm going to just use the smaller side because I kind of want like a toned down version of the look. So I'm not going to do like a crazy cat eye. So yeah, I like this line. I mean, I can practice a little bit better, but it's fine. We're gonna use the mascara, that it will all be covered. It is the same with this side. I just really love it. Look, I just feel like the eyeliner just makes your eyes look instantly better. So yeah, I love it. I think you guys should check it out because it's really, really good and it lasts you a long time. Alright, moving on for the mascara today, I am going to use the Dior Show Mascara. I love this mascara. I know it's a high-end mascara, but it is really good. And look at the brush. So if you want a little bit more dramatic look, because I feel like my eyes a little bit like heavier than some other days, so I feel like this will match my eyes really nicely. So I'm going to just apply it off the camera and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I am back. So I have finished with my mascara. I also dusting off my powders and then I also put on the brows. So for the brow today, I am actually testing out a new product and it is called the Salon Perfect On Point Tri-Tip Brow Maker, and this is in the shade dark brown. So this is what it looks like. It does look like an eyeliner, and then here is the inside. Can you see that? That's why it's called tri-tip. So when you like apply it, it's kind of like hair like stroke like that. So I have used this product to apply my brows off camera because I feel like this one requires precision. So I don't know if I can like talk and then put on the brows on camera. But yeah, you can see that's the finished result. I really love it. I feel like my brows are really put together. I do think this color is a little bit darker for my liking. I know it actually matches my hair really well, but I kind of like a brown, like a more on the medium brown side. But I still think it's a really good product. It definitely mimics the hair stroke, so it's not like too crazy. That's what I like. I like a skinny tip, such as like the Anastasia brow waves or maybe this one as well. This will help creating like a hair like stroke. So I'm just like stroking like along my brow line, which I really love. I think it's really easy to use and also it's very pigmented as you can see. So yeah, I think I am having a good brow day. I love this product and then I got this one from Walmart. Alright, so now moving on to the contour, and it is also the star of the show today other than the eyeshadow palette. It is the KKW contour sticks. And this is actually the newer version, I think. She came out with new colors besides her original color. So I got this cream contour and a highlighting kit in the shade light/medium. And I didn't get the brush because I just feel like I don't need it. So here is the packaging it comes with. So it's like the nude bag. It's very on point with the brand theme, but I do feel like she can use better material, you know what I'm saying? Like she can afford it. But here inside, that's what it looks like. Kind of reminds me of some kind of like a food product, like bacons, like wrap or something like that. So yeah. And inside here are the contour and the highlighting stick. So the first one is the contour one. So we have two sides. We have medium 1 on this side and a medium 2 on this side. So let me swatch on the back of my hand. And here is the shade looks like. That's medium 1. So I'd assume this is more like the highlight, right? Because it's not like contour color. So this side is the medium 2, and this is definitely more like a shimmer highlight. So I remember watching her like own contour like tutorial. I think she used this kind of color. I don't know exactly the color, but like the non-shimmer highlight as a concealer and then using the shimmer as like a highlight. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm going to use the shimmer side because I have already concealed. And then here is the contour. So one side is also light medium 1, which is the shade right here. So let me swatch it. I actually like this shade. I think it's a little bit dark, not gonna lie, but we shall see. And then on this side, yeah, this is like the medium 2, I guess. I don't know, I feel like the shade name does not really make sense, but whatever. This is the medium 1 and then 2. Like look, medium 1 and then they have the 2 right there, so I don't know. But anyway, I'm probably gonna use this side. Like I don't know, like I'm probably gonna mix this too because this is more like a bronzer look, this is more like contour, and then I'm going to use this shimmer to highlight. So yeah, let's dig in. First we're going to just do this, and Kim like to do like a 3, but for me I don't like to do 3. I think I'm good. Or do you think I should do a 3? I'm not gonna do the jawline, I'm gonna do a little bit here along my hairline, just like that. The same goes with this side. I'm not gonna do too much because I feel like this is really pigmented, so I don't want it to be too dark. I actually quite like my foundation, so I'm not planning to ruin it. That's why we use a lighter hand. And to blend it out, I'm still using my beauty blender. I'm going to use like the bigger side, and I have already wet it, so we're going to just dab it in. I just like a softer blender. Can you blame me? Okay, it actually blended out really nicely and it's not dark at all. So don't worry too much. It's not like hard to blend or too pigmented. So this is good. That's pretty nice. And then we're gonna blend it towards the hairline. I think that's what she said. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Because otherwise you blend it down, then it's kind of like weird. So let's just do like this, as if we have like a shadow over here. What do you think? Do you think it makes my forehead a little bit smaller? For me, I actually think I just have like a 4 head. I don't have like a 3 head or like a 5 head. So I'm not too bothered by my forehead, you know? I think it's normal, hence the forehead. So yeah, I think this is really good. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Looks pretty good to me. So let's try the other side. Let's try a little bit more like bronzer so we can have like a bronze look. And this time I'm not going to drag it to my forehead. I'm going to just stick to the contour. I like it. I actually like it. I think it's pretty good. Alright, so this is a contour and a bronzer looks like. I actually pretty like it. I think it looks pretty good. But one thing though, I do feel like the texture is really light. This kind of reminds me of the NYX contour stick, and that one is $12. So yeah, I feel like with the Fenty ones, which I have like a bunch right here, like this feels really sturdy. Like I feel like the material feels better. I feel like Kim should working on like better like products like material wise, because the packaging is kind of cheap and then the material kind of feels light, and also there's not a lot of products. Let me just show you. That's how much you get. You get way more with NYX products or Fenty. So you know, I think she should work on that instead of just the brand name, because the makeup game is very competitive. It's just some suggestion from like a fan. Like I am their fan. Like sometimes I don't agree with certain things they do, but I still follow them. So I think I'm a fan. So I just really want to give some of my feedback as a fan and a consumer. But anyway, let's move on to the highlight. So I'm only going to use the shimmer side because I have already concealed. I feel like this doesn't really show that much. Is that just me, or what do you guys think? See, it is very subtle. I mean, if you like a really subtle highlight, I think this will be good. But if you want a more like blending highlight, I don't know if this is gonna cut it. But anyway, let's do like underneath the brow. I think that's a pretty color right there. Like, you can legit using this underneath your brow. I think that's a pretty good color, because I don't like my underbrow highlight to be like too much. So yeah, this is good. But as for the cheek highlight, I mean, it's not bad, but it's not like my fave. Also, you can do a little bit on your nose, like the bridge of your nose. So yeah, that's the stick right here. I think my opinion still hasn't changed. I still think they're not really worth the money. Unless you get on a discount, I think that will worth the money. So yeah. All right, moving on. Since I love like a blinding highlight, let's just do a little bit NARS Orgasm highlighting powder. Oh, this one is beautiful. I saw the video Patrick Star did with Paris Hilton, and he put this one on her. I was like, gosh, this is amazing. So I'm going to just use the Precise Highlighter brush by Smashbox. This one I really love to use for my powder product because the dual fiber, it's super soft. So let's just put it on here. Keep in mind, these do have a color. So as you can see, the color is a little bit strong, but we can always diffuse it. But let me show you guys what it swatched like real quick. So here is the color, because it is called Orgasm Highlighter. So don't expect like an icy color. What I'm gonna do is that I'm going to just pick an eyeshadow blending brush and then blend it out like this. And I'm trying to blend downwards so that it mixes with my contour. And also use a little bit of the hand just to blend it out. So yeah, that's the face makeup. I really love it. I think it's a very clean, sophisticated look. So moving on to the lips. Alright, for the lip today, I am going to use the KKW Beauty Lip Liner and the matching lipstick. And they're both in the shade Peach 3. And this is my favorite shade from her Peach collection, just because it has like a pop of brightness instead of just like a dull or kind of like a muted tone peach. So let me swatch it on the hand. Here is the liner looks like. Look at that color. It's very vibrant. And I really love this liner. I think this packaging just got me. I know this is definitely the same from the Kylie. They're definitely from the same factory. I just can't tell. It's just different packaging, but I just feel like this packaging just got me somehow. And the matching lipstick, I really love this packaging as well. I just love like a clear packaging. I think Becca did one first and I got one from Becca. So I just love it. I just think it's super like nice, chic, and sophisticated. So let's just go ahead and apply the lip products. Alright, so this is the lip liner alone looks like. It's a really pretty peach and I feel like it's a very unique color. It's kind of like bright but also kind of toned, you know what I'm saying? I just love it. This just makes the whole look pop. Like literally, I love it. Alright, moving on to the lipstick. So here you twist it up. This is the color right here. Such a beautiful shade. So we're gonna just go over the whole lip. Wow, look at the color. It's so pretty. I just really love this color. I think this is probably my favorite color so far. And I highly recommend you using the lipstick along with the lip liner because the lip liner is a little bit dry. This one is definitely more like moistured. Let me swatch it for you guys. So here is the swatch right here. Look at that color. Look at the creaminess. Like it's just so pretty. Kind of reminds me of the Urban Decay 714 because it's just like kind of like coral red, kind of peachy color. I just really love it. So yeah, I just definitely think when you use a lip liner, maybe just pair this with this lipstick because the lip liner is a little bit dry. But I also recommend go with the lip liner first because it can line your lip. So when you apply using the lipstick, it will be more precise. But yeah, I just really love this lip and I love how this look turned out to be. So moving on, I want to use this large powder blending brush from Tarte just to blend it out my highlight and also my contour. Because I do feel like this highlight has the color on its own, so I don't want to like stand it out. So I want them to all blend it together effortlessly. Yeah, lastly, we're gonna set it using the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Need I say more? Oh my gosh, it's just such a treat. It's just such an enjoyable moment. Yeah, this is the look right here. Do you like it? Let me know in the comment down below what you want to say next. And then I'll see you guys next time.